Greetings, fellow Earthlings and viewers across the World Wide Web. This is Tune 215, and right now we are crossing over into West Philadelphia. We're going to be covering the Mantua Hood. It is currently a Friday. It's 7:26 p.m. Eastern Time Zone, which means it's about to get dark. By the end of this tour, the sun is going to go down. The sun sets on the west. We're traveling westbound. We're now approaching 31st Street, and I'm going to make this right-hand turn on 31st Street. The sign on my right-hand side read University City. However, University City is right next to Mantua. It's right when you cross over the Schuylkill River. We just passed the Schuylkill, passing Brandywine. I got a vehicle behind me, so I'm going to try to slow down. I'm doing 15, but I'm going to pull over. Matter of fact, I'm going to make this left on Haverford. I'm not even going to pull over. I'm just going to make this left casually on Haverford. And then we'll just cruise through this neighborhood. See what it looks like during this time of week, this time of day. It's about to be the weekend, you know. Friday nights is usually when everybody comes out. I'm going to make this left-hand turn. We're on 32nd and Haverford. We just left the 3100 block of Haverford. We're entering the 500 block of 32nd Street. If you're familiar with my tours, the last time I did a tour in Haverford, right here on this left-hand side, on the corner pole of Brandywine, 3100 Brandywine, there was a homie who was soliciting his medicinal products right there on that random corner. I thought it was funny because it was like a random corner. It's not like it was on the corner like next to a store, next to a block where people were hanging out. He was just next to a random pole talking about loud, loud. I got that loud. Alright, so Spring Garden is going to be our border. Spring Garden is our border. The way Mantua is shaped is the block that we just left, 31st Street, wraps around and it cuts to 2 or 3 different other blocks. So we're just going to follow Spring Garden as the border, and then we're going to follow the other end. Once we get there, then I'll let y'all know what we're going to use as our border lines. Passing Wally's Food on my right-hand side. They're making a new building on my right-hand side. Check it out. They haven't finished it. It looks like it was there since the last tour. I remember it being there, but the siding hasn't been finished, so hence they're making a new building. Let's make this right-hand turn on 33rd Street. Now, Mantua is somewhat of a small neighborhood. We're passing Brandywine, 3200 Brandywine on my right, 3300 Brandywine on my left. We are traveling northbound. Behind us is southbound. On my left is westbound. On my right is eastbound. We got 3-story homes on my right-hand side. We got a beautiful mural on my left-hand side of a guy wearing a mask. One of those, those CV-19, one of those crazy masks. I don't really want to say the term, but yeah, you already know. Passing Mount Vernon, we got 33rd and Wallace Playground on my left-hand side. The playground got the sprinklers open still. Last time I came around here, the sprinklers was open and nobody's in it. Just wasting water. These houses on my left and on my right. The stylization is completely different from north side. The crowns were different. They had the porches. Just a way different look. The ones on my right look relatively new. They're apartments. We got Mantua Greenway right here in front of us. This is Mantua Ave in the Mantua Hood. So remember I said 31st Street turned into another couple blocks? It turns into Mantua Ave, but then I think again, a couple blocks up, it turns into something else if we kept following it. But I'm not gonna follow it because we got the sun. And as you can see, the sun's going down. It's gonna be a pain when I go through westbound. As you can see, boom, we just saw the sun. Wasn't there a song that went, I saw the sun? It opened up my eyes, I saw the sun. I don't know the lyrics. I only know the melody. I used to know a girl named Melody. or no, it wasn't Melody. Her name was Melanie. Passing the 3300 block of Melon. I know the Melody. I used to know a girl named Melanie. We're passing the 3300 block of Melon. All we need to do is add a Y on it. That would have been psychedelic. We just passed Wallace. Now we're passing Mount Vernon. We're passing Haverford Ave. Matter of fact, I gotta be careful because Spring Garden cuts left. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna have to cross out of the Mantua neighborhood to go wrap around and come back. I remember. You remember? All right, we're passing Brandywine. On the left-hand side is taking you to Interstate 76. Look at it. We're passing Spring Garden, but we're just gonna go all the way around because Spring Garden right there is a one-way, so we can't use it. We got Kimmy's place on my right-hand side. So we got the college town right here next to us. It's not called the college town, but you got University City, you got LaSalle. I believe Drexel might have some campus space there also. Look at this block, guys. Look at these houses. I'm gonna slow down here. These row homes appeared in 2. They got side walkways, porches, the detail and the brick infrastructure, the architecture. There's like banding of detailed designs on those brick stones on that block that we just passed. We're on 35th and Hamilton, making a right on 35th Street. There was a female right out there. She was spraying what looked like to be weed killer on her. Okay, we got a whole bunch of young folks up here throwing stuff down. They all seem to be under the influence of alcoholic beverages. I want to make sure they're not going to throw nothing crazy on our end. Because we're going to have to like park up and throw it right back at them. Pick it up off the ground, throw it right back up at them. Passing 35th and Spring Garden. Yeah, they look like a bunch of frat guys, frat brothers, college students. They were all drinking beers. 7:33, so I guess it's not too early to drink. I guess they say it's after 12, so you ain't an alcoholic if you're drinking after 12. You just passed Brandywine. We're on 35th and Haverford. We're about to cross Haverford. We're traveling northbound. Look at that wing on that. Why they got the wide body wheel well arches on that Mercedes next to us? What's up with that? You might as well have just bought an import car if you wanted to put a wing and some wide body wheel well arches. We just passed Mount Vernon. I got vehicles behind me, so I'm doing 15 miles an hour. Wish I could go slower. People are impatient in Philly. We're on 35th and Wallace. We got what looks to be like PHA homes on my left. On my right, we got a mixture. A couple apartments, a couple original homes, a couple rehabilitated homes, a couple new homes on my left. Looks like PHA, Philadelphia Housing Authority. We're now at Fairmount Ave, 35th and Fairmount. We got some original houses on my right-hand side, eastbound. Now, we're just gonna go up and down, and then I'm sure we're gonna have enough time to go left and right. Then we'll do some westbound, eastbound. I'm hoping by the time we go left and right, that sun went down a little bit more, because not only does it suck for you guys, the viewers, it sucks for me to stare directly at the sun. Let's make this left right here on Aspen. I could have went straight on Mantua Ave, but Mantua Ave, there's nothing really there but a track, you know, and the sun's over there. So remember, we trying to avoid the sun. Yeah, on this block, we got a couple people hanging out on the right-hand side on a Friday evening, having a conversation, chatting, chillaxing. We're now approaching 36th Street. We got Miles Mack Playground right here in front of us. I'm gonna make this left-hand turn on 36th Street, 700 block of 36th Street, 36 and Aspen. Spencer's Place on my right-hand side. Looks like more PHA housing. We already had that discussion the other day. PHA is Philadelphia Housing Authority. Passing the 3600 block of Olive Street. Somebody said they also got a PHA in Florida. They have a housing authority, and I think they're like, their town was like something with a P, Paola or Panoma, or just something with a P, and their abbreviation was also PHA. Passing 36 in Fairmount. Passing Mellon, the 3600 block. We got 3-story homes on my right. We got some new builds on my left. We got an abandoned house on my right that's for sale. Now will be the time to buy that. This is minutes away from Center City, Philadelphia. This is like 8 minutes from the art museum. Toon just gave you the heads up. This is close to the art museum, guys. We're at 36 and Wallace. Got Stuff D by Jane and Jules on my left hand side. We got a young gentleman on an e-scooter on my right hand side. I think he was checking his Instagram post saying passing the 3600 block of Mount Vernon. Alright, we're approaching the 3600 block of Haverford on my right and 3500 Harrisford on my left. This is the West 100 of Harrisford, because we're on the west side. The dude right there looks like he possibly could be one of those students that we were referring to earlier. There's dorms all around here too, like private dorms, or apartments I should say, passing Brandywine. Alright, we're at Spring Garden. 3600 Spring Garden on my right, 3500 Spring Garden on my left. We're on 36 and Spring Garden. I'm gonna cross over. Young female right there crossing the street. Looks like she could be a student also, college student. We got Lee's Market on my left. We're on Hamilton Street. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn on Hamilton Street. I believe this is the Powelton Village neighborhood, hence why it's a lot nicer. Once you cross Spring Garden, the houses drastically change. Oh, he was out. See the e-scooter? Yeah, once you cross Spring Garden, if you look at it on my left and on my right, like some of the facades got slate or some type of marble stone. They're taller. They're more detailed when it comes to like the porch. Like, I really want to show you guys this porch over here. You guys see that porch work? You see the awning to the porch? You see how much details are in that porch? I only pulled over. Let me pull over so traffic can't go by. I'm just trying to show you guys the porches, because I don't think you can see because all of the trees. Look on my right hand side. Look at the details to the porch. That baby blue porch, like a ash blue. Yep. They look like more historic, classy homes. But this is the Powelton Village neighborhood, so it was to show you what crossing over one block would actually do. We're on 37th and Hamilton. Hamilton Street is also known as In-Ho O Memorial Way. Tell me about it. I know. I didn't just make that up. It says it right there under the sign. Hamilton Street. In-Ho O Memorial Way. In-Ho. In-Ho O. Look at that dog. Look at that doggy. I like your doggy. I like that color coordination. It looks like a weird cow sheep thingy. It's like a gray Bengal almost. Once you cross over Spring Garden, we just saw 3 Teslas in a matter of a block. I saw a Tesla on that main block, and then on this side block we saw 2 of them in the Powelton Village, which is, you know, a more prominent neighborhood, passing 37th and Spring Garden. And that's because the closer you get to any city life, I'm not talking about, like, obviously this is city life over here. We're passing Brandywine, but like Center City. Once you get closer to that, or you get closer to like, in this case, University City, they're gonna take care of the environment a little bit better, and the price is gonna go up more than what it would if you're like on this half, which is a little bit more rugged. But it's still, I promise you, this half still probably sells for a good penny because it's close to Center City. This is closer to Center City than I am, and I like to think that I'm close. Kensington is only like 10 minutes away from Center City on a good day, passing Mount Vernon. Yeah, Kensington on a good day, you got like 10, maybe 15 minutes if the traffic, well, BS, if the traffic's crazy, about 20, 25 minutes. But on a good day, look at, that's how you know we in the future. The dude just rolled by on 1 wheel, no handlebars, no nothing, just standing up. Wow, we're living in the future, guys. That was like an E-wheel. Those things do like 40 miles an hour, 1 wheel. But I'm a good 10, 15 minutes away, right? If you out, we just passed Mellon Street. But over here, for real, all they gotta do is go around the corner, and they'll be in the art museum in like 6 minutes or less, probably even less, like 3 or 4 minutes. But from Center City, they're probably about a good maybe 8 to 10 minutes So I don't know. I feel like this is a little bit closer because on one of these blocks, if you look at the view, you'll see the art museum, which I don't have that view of the art museum where I'm from. Past the 3600 Olive, but I can see the skyline. I just can't see the art museum. These people over here can see the art museum and the skyline. On 37th and Aspen. So you get over here and the houses get a little bit more rougher. Got 2 stories on my right, 2 stories on my left. The ones on the right got porches, the ones on my left do not. Vinyl siding on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, completely brick. Looks like there's an abandoned building on the far right. The last one is gated up. The front, the windows, and the door was gated. We're at 37th and Brown. We got Mantua Ave right there in front of us. Remember, Mantua Ave is the border. So that's how you know that we're still like within the vicinity. Now this is gonna change over. If I'm correct, this should be changing over soon. We got a railroad track in front of us, train track. It's not public transportation. I don't know if that's freight cargo train tracks, or if that's maybe like regional rails or Amtrak's. I don't know. I don't keep tabs on the regional rails and Amtrak's and where they run. But I know it's definitely not like Market Frankfurt or Broadway, none of that stuff. We're next to the 38 bus stop. I'm next to 38th Street. That goes to show you, they got the 38 bus stop literally next to 38th Street. Now, I don't know if that's coincidence. I don't know if that was purpose by design. We got Second Mount Zion Baptist Church on my left. I'm gonna slow down because this vehicle behind me is like super duper out. And Nissan Murano, right? Is this a Murano? It's a Rogue. Okay. The Rogue and the Murano look very similar. I'm not up to par with the Nissans, but hey. Get off my ass before I hold up traffic. Yo, that's what that bumper sticker said. Yo, I need that bumper sticker. Say now. I said get off my ass before I hold up traffic. We're at 39th and Parish. Make this left on 39th Street. We got 2 gentlemen on my right hanging out in the field. That was like a little lot with some grass. Passing 3900 Reno. Now it feels like these side blocks have a lot more ambience than the big numbers that we're going through. But it's cool because we're almost done the big numbers, which is cool. See, like we're on 39th Street, 39th and Brown. It looks like all these little side blocks, like Reno, we just passed Reno, and a couple other blocks that we just passed actually had a lot more ambience than what this block had. Yo, that was the new Mustang? Oh no, I'm not a big fan of the Mustang. Passing Folsom. Oh, we got a lime green scooter on my left. Yeah, the new one looks quite, it looks like the Nissan Rogue. It looks like Nissan Murano. It looks pretty much like an how are they gonna take a Mustang and turn it into an SUV? How? That's a muscle car, yo. That's a muscle car. I mean, I guess if they can take a Lamborghini and turn it into an SUV. We're passing 39th and Aspen. We're on 39th Street traveling southbound. Eastbound's on my left, westbound's on my right, northbound's behind us. Passing Olive Street, they got some new construction on my left. You see them, the green buildings? That's not the final stage. That's the sheathing, which is like the insulation system that goes in between the exterior and the interior. That's incredible. We're passing Fairmount, 39th and Fairmount. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna front like I'm the most extreme muscle car enthusiast. It took me a long time to actually appreciate Mustangs. When I was a kid, I thought they were so ugly. Passing Mellon, I didn't start liking Mustangs till I was probably like in my 20s. I'll be honest with y'all. I think when I was like in my 20s. But yes, when I was 17, 18, I did like the 1988 and 89 Mustang, the coupe. The one that they used to use as a, I think was that the one that they used as a police car? The 80s model. That one was pretty cool because I actually drove one, a 5-speed one with a 5.0 when I was a kid. Woo, that thing was strong. Passing 39th and Wallace. We just passed Wallace. We got Mantua Haverford Community Center on my left. We're passing Mount Vernon. It burned out like nothing. Like you give it a little gas, that thing was strong. It was peppy. But just the 95, 96, 97, 98, 99 Mustangs, I never really liked. The 2000 Mustangs, I never really liked. I think it was like the SVT, the Cobra, or something like that. Something of that nature, I reckon. I think that was the one that you know, allowed me. Oh, that was the coolest thing I've seen yet. There's a young guy over here on my left hand side. He looked like he in his 20s 20 African-American young brother. I don't know if he's the father or if he's the big brother, but he had 2 little girls with him. One in his arm and one looked like she's like 5, 6 years old. There was a little, there was some plants over here, like some sunflowers. He literally broke the sunflowers off, gave one to the little baby that he's holding, and he gave one to the little girl. That's dope. That's admirable. That's commendable. We're passing Brandywine. That was decent. Like, you know, even though he kind of like jacked somebody for their flowers. Those big old sunflowers. You know, I'm talking about the big ones, like the big ones that's like the size of like a large chocolate chip cookie. That was a big sunflower. It was so big that he had to put some force. And when he broke it, I heard the like the you know, like the noise like when the stem breaks. Passing body rock. But I hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. We got edible arrangements in front of us. Yeah, it's cool. That was decent. But yeah, so I wasn't a big fan of the Mustang, but you know, I guess as you get older, your taste changes. And then I think with a fresh look, if it's in good condition and it's not all pimped out and tricked out, I can appreciate a 90s Mustang. Now I'm a bigger fan of the 60s Mustang. The 67, the 65. I think I shot a music video with a 64. The 65, no, it was like a 69. I don't know, it was like a late 60s. Red one. That's what I used for a music video for one of the clients. His father owned an actual 60s model Mustang, which was decent. I got a chance to see it in person. We're passing Spring Garden Street. We're gonna go straight and we're just gonna cut over. But nowadays they're trying to make everything into an SUV. We're passing Brandywine. I was watching a segment a few months ago. It was like a year ago. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn on Haverford. Nope, I can't. Make this right-hand turn on 40th Street. We just passed Haverford, 3900 Haverford. We got Chosen 300 Outreach Worship Center on my right. I actually worked with Chosen 300 before. Not that site, but with another site via a buddy that I was shooting a video for. We got Welcome to Belmont on my left-hand side. But yeah, I was watching a segment, right? We're on 40th and Wallace. The segment basically said that sedans and minivans are dying out. We're passing Mellon Street. Now we're approaching Greater Canaan or Canaan Church of God in Christ. Yeah, it said that cars and minivans are a dying breed when it comes to 2000. For example, behind me we got an SUV Porsche. So what I'm about to say is, you know, that was a sports car. A Porsche, majority of its lifetime, was a luxurious sports car. It was a fast car. You know, over a decade ago, I think it was less than, 15 years ago, something, they came out with the SUV version. Over 500 horses for you and your family to be out. A death trap. Passing 40th and Aspen. But they're saying, look at on my left, an SUV Cadillac. They were saying that more people prefer SUVs now. Look on my left, GMC. On my right, another one just went by, a Mitsubishi. We're passing Brown, 40th and Brown. We got 40th Street grocery store on my left, and Choi Lee Chinese food, and Mantua convenience store on my left. Passing Reno. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't like SUVs. I'm not a huge fan of SUVs at all. I'll be honest with you. And although I'm operating, we're passing 40th and Parish. I'm operating a 5-speed all-wheel drive real-time RD1, which some would consider an SUV. It's the first generation RD1. But some people take these, they slam them on rims, and then they look like a wagon. I like wagons. We're passing Ogden, 40th and Ogden. But I'm just not a big fan of SUVs. Look on my left, the Mazda CX-9. You see it? I actually did a review on one of those. It's on my channel. I did a review. We're on 40th and Westminster. We're actually out of the boundary, but it's cool. I'm gonna go around here, and then we're gonna come back around, and then we'll start doing some eastbound, westbound. We're traveling westbound on Westminster, passing Wyoda Street. We got Preston Street right here. I'm gonna make this left-hand turn coming up. I can't do it right here on Preston. Let's do it on the next block, on Bud Street. Hey, yo! I bet you they got Bud out on Bud Street. Say no. Hey, look at this little teeny weeny cute block. Lights on after school program on my right. There was a little girl in the street with her bike. She ended up moving her bike out there, I guess, because she heard traffic. On my right hand side, you'll see a little girl with a bicycle, and it's either, yeah, it looks like it could be her mother with her. Yeah, so I don't really like SUVs. I prefer a minivan, like a nice Odyssey or I don't know, even probably like a nice clean Dodge Caravan. And I'm not even a huge Caravan fan, but I'm not a big fan of SUVs, man. They're everywhere. They're taking over because people prefer that crossover stylization. We're passing Ogden. We're actually on Ogden, passing Preston. But yeah, people prefer that stylization because it's quote unquote more durable, more travel friendly. Pretty much the gas economics, they got them. Look, there was a Mercedes-Benz SUV that just turned. So that goes to show you, like every trim is coming out with their own SUV. Next to the 38 and the 40 bus stop. I'm gonna make this right on 40th Street, 40th and Ogden. Got huge lots on my left. You know what SUV I like? I like the 1995, 96, 97. Is it the boxy Jeep? Is it the Grand Cherokee? No, I think because the Grand Cherokee 95, 96, 97 might be rounder. It's not the JK. We're on Parish, 40th and Parish. Anyway, there's a Jeep. It's not. No. I'm trying to think of it. It's the traditional. I think it is the traditional boxy Jeep Grand Cherokee. I like that one. But like, oh, look at my left, another Nissan, another, well, that Volvo was like a wagon, passing Reno. But I should have went down Reno, you know what I mean? Should have went down Reno. But it's cool, I'm gonna make this left right here. I feel like I should have went down Reno though. Let's make this left right here, and then we'll work our way around. We got an eye in the sky right there on my right hand side. On that pole right above the red stop sign, there is a camera. That camera's placed there by the Philadelphia Police Department. They usually do that in troubled areas and or areas that they want to protect. You know, put an extra eye around when there's crimes that happen. Yeah, so automotive makers aren't manufacturing as many cars anymore. Passing Sloan. You know, the people are opting out just to go for an SUV. Make this left on Union. And make this left on Union. Reno still shoots left. I'm actually trying to shoot right. Reno shoots left. Dang, I'm trying to shoot right. We got a lot of dumping on my right hand side. And Paris shoots left. Dang it. We got Jesus Christ Church of Apostolic Faith. Do not enter on my right. So I ain't got no choice. It's cool. Make this left on Parish. You ain't see this block till now, so it's cool. But yup. I mean, they got, like, for example, this Jeep on my right hand side. Now they got the, what's that? The Tomahawk or the, I don't know, like they got the SRT Jeeps and all that. Those are a little beefy. I'll give you that. We on 40th and Parish. But like, I don't know. The moral of the story is Toon's not a big fan of SUVs. I like hatchbacks, I like sedans, I love wagons, I think minivans. I love pickup trucks. Pickup trucks are dope. Yeah, so let's make this left hand turn once again. Feels like deja vu all over again, doesn't it? Passing the 700 block of Sloan. Now we're passing the 700 block of Union. I'm traveling like 15 miles an hour. Then they got CRV SUV on my right, Volvo on my left, Chevy on my left, Kia on my left, Mercedes on my left. You see? Look at, even on my right, a Lexus SUV. Look at that. That's more like a crossover. Like a crossover. Crossover is like its own new wave now. Look at that. That's the Mustang on my right that I was talking about. No. Oh no, Mario. That's the one that started up this whole rant that I'm going on about SUVs. Look on my right, a Kia. Look, and a Zuzu on my left, a 4Runner. You know what I mean? A Durango on my right, a Kia on my left. Yeah. I mean, I get it. because they're functional. We got Trailblazer on my left. We got a Tuscan Hyundai on my left. You know what I mean? So that you theoretically speaking, you shouldn't get stuck. You know what I mean? Let's make this left. Make this left right here so we can go down Reno. We got an abandoned house right here on my left-hand side on the 3800 block of West Reno. On my left-hand side. Abandoned. Now we're entering Reno. We'll go Reno 2-3 blocks, then we come all the way around again, but we're not gonna go through that same block that we just went through twice. I'm gonna take a detour. But yeah, you know what I mean? Look, that's the SUV on my right. The Element, the Honda Element, the Yukon, the Escape, the Infinity. I'm not a big fan of Infinities. The Mazda, the GMC, the Jimmy. There's so many SUVs on my left and right. Now that I pointed out, pay attention to it. There's SUVs everywhere, and if they don't manufacture them as much anymore because people are not buying them and they're staying on the lot in 40, 50 years, cars and hatchbacks and all and coupes and all that are gonna be like a dying breed. They're gonna be like collectibles because they'll be like, remember a time back in the day when we used to drive a coupe, or remember a time back in the day when we used to drive a sports car or whatever. And nowadays they're not around no more because they all became obsolete. The View, the Limited, Cherokee, CRV, the Trax, the Sierra, no Sierra, that's a full cab pickup truck. I like full cab pickup trucks. There goes the Rogue, another Rogue. Reno and Union. Looks like we got an abandoned house on my left-hand side on the corner of Reno. 3900 Reno, right here on my left. This is abandoned, and it's a corner building. Corner buildings usually they retain a little bit of value, but then again, they're also risky because graffiti artists go straight for the corner. Car accidents happen right on the corner a lot of the time. You know, drunk drivers or collisions, they'll end up hitting the corner building. So you make sure you insure that corner building. We're exiting 3900 block of Reno. We're about to hit the 4000 block. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cross over, and then we're gonna end up making a left. We got somebody with what you call that? With an electric chair. Look, the dog on my left is barking. It was barking at the lady on the right. that was like virtual 360 surround sound bark, right? They barked outside and the bark happened inside. That's crazy, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's Silverado on my right. They got that thing sitting up on like what, 22s? I don't know. I think I grew out of the rim phase. There's a few, very, very, very few select. Look, kitty, go ahead, kitty. You want to cross? Go ahead, cross. Look at it. Meow, meow. I just let you cross. I'm really gonna run you over. Cats United. Meow, meow. But yeah, you know what I mean. I think when I was younger, rims were all the rage. Now that I'm older, they're alright. They're alright. They're alright. I had some wheels on this for like 3 weeks, and I took them off. I was like, man, these Philly potholes is not hitting. We're on Brown, 41st and Brown. I'm not gonna make a left on Brown because we went through Brown twice. I'm not gonna repeat that again, but we'll go up another block or two, and then we'll make a left, and then we'll see if we can get our east to west on. We're next to the 40 bus stop. We're close by the neighborhood where there was a Christmas Day massacre. Yeah, I think it's more on my right-hand side. In the in the projects, there was a massacre. I think where they built the projects at Belmont. Yeah, Belmont Charter Middle School. The Belmont hood. Or matter of fact, the Mill Creek. It was in Mill Creek. That was it. We're on 41st and Aspen, crossing Aspen. Yeah, we're next to the Mill Creek neighborhood. We're at Lancaster Ave. We're now approaching Lancaster Ave. Look at Audi SUV that just drove by. So on my left, another Kia SUV. That's gonna haunt you forever now, guys. Now when you're on the road, since you heard it on Toon's channel, look at a Nissan SUV that just drove by. For those of you who don't know what SUV means, believe me, there's some viewers that don't know. I know the ones who know, like, too, but we know. What do you think? We're slow? Some people out there probably don't know what SUV means. SUV is a sports utility vehicle. Then another one just drove by. That was that Volkswagen SUV. So it looks like a little raised wagon Jeep thing. Look at, he on a Honda Gram on my left. He just beat, so I was gonna beat back. I thought I was on the scooter. He was like, meet me. Yo, I feel like our light is never gonna turn green. Good looking, thank you. I'm out. She said go, so I'm out. She looked confused as ever. I made this left right here on the 4,000 block of Fairmount. And she was in an SUV. Good looking out, Miss SUVer. We're approaching Olive Street. We can't go right because rights are one way, right? Yep, let's make this left on Olive. 4,000 block of Olive. We got a little Jack and Jill ice cream truck on my left. Who remember those Jack and Jill ice cream trucks? Well, they're like a van, like an ice cream van. Oh, there's a lot of metal pipes out there. I saw cha-ching, scrap metal. And one way. So this is a one way. So what I just entered was a one way, yep. That's probably why there wasn't a sign for me. Priceless. You live and you learn, right? We're next to Holly Fellowship Bible Church. We're next to Glambition, Salah and Spawn. I said Spawn. Yo, who remember the comic Spawn? That was my favorite. Spawn. I used to love Spawn. I used to have all the Spawn characters, the comic books. I used to have, yo, the dude on that one wheel again. Yo, he's haunting us. Yo, why is he like what you call it? Taunting us. Passing 41st Street. Driving up Lancaster. We got businesses on my right, we got businesses on my left. A few dozen businesses. This is their little shopping area. Good, you're more than welcome to go, buddy. No problem. Alright, let's make this left right here on Preston Street. 700 block of Preston. Lots everywhere, lots on my right, lots on my left, a lot of prime real estate, and they probably only got a little bit of back taxes due on them. You gotta make sure there's no water bills and none of that that's due. I think once they knock the building down, the water bill gets expunged, right? Or does the water bill still stay on the land? That'd be crazy, right? You buy a piece of land and you got a huge water bill with it, but like, hold on, but I ain't even got out of building, yo, you know what I mean? We're next to New Bethel Baptist Church on my left, on Aspen, Preston and Aspen. We're traveling up Preston, up would be northbound. I know I was gonna go eastbound, westbound, but right now we're gonna make it all right. I've been trying to get back on my left to right tip. Look, we're back on Brown, go figure, but we wasn't on this spot, so I think it compensates for the repetition. All right, we're back on Brown. On 40th Street, 40th and Brown. On my left-hand side, we got some new buildings being made. You see the side of that building, it still has all the yellow sheathing, and I see some plywood. They haven't finished it. It looks like they're gonna be building houses this way too, facing Brown Street. You see those bases? I don't know if y'all can distinguish the base, but there's some behind the fence next to that yellow building. You look down, you see the white blocks on the ground. That's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 more houses that they're gonna make, but they're gonna make them facing Brown Street. Now we're traveling eastbound on Brown. Haha, rhymes, eastbound on Brown. Passing Sloan. Now we're passing Union. We got huge lots on my right. On 39th and Brown. There goes the dang Mustang once again. That thing is haunting us, yo. I mean, to each his own. Everybody got their own taste, so I might think it's not good looking. That person, obviously, they thought it was awesome because, you know, you go and you buy it, so. To each his own. Everybody got their own cup of tea. Me, on the other hand, I don't drink tea, so. I really don't. I don't really like tea. Every time I used to get runny nose or get sick, they'd be like, you want some tea? I'm like, nah, I'm good. Give me some cold water. We're on 38th and Brown. We're gonna keep going straight. We made the left over here. Like, we got a dude on my right with some silver trash bags. Oh, it looks like he's maintaining. He was cleaning up the lot. That's decent. Passing DeKalb Street. We're at 37th and Brown. We got police right here on my left-hand side. Station. 37th and Brown. We're approaching Brown Street and Mantua Ave. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn on Mantua Ave. We're currently on Mantua Ave. I'm gonna take Mantua down and then we're gonna try to do some westbound, eastbound. I'm just not gonna go that far to 40th because what threw us off was when we went to 40th, there was like no outlet and it kept shooting us back around and around. All right, we're at 35th Street, 35th and Mantua. I'm gonna go up one more block. We're next to Aspen. I'm trying to hit Reno. There's a graffiti artist that writes Reno. We're passing Shedwick. R-E-N-O, yeah. Let's make this right on 34th and Mantua Ave. We're at 34th and Fairmount now. I can make this right on Fairmount. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make this right on Fairmount. There's a delivery dude. My bad, delivery dude. I didn't want to make it seem like I was rushing you. I'm gonna show you guys these little side blocks, and the sun went down, so that's actually a lot better. You see the sky got like an orange hue to it. Passing Freddy's grocery store on my left. There's a nice orange hue, which is cool. You see the orange in the face. On the bottom of it is purple, and then on the top of it is baby blue from the sky. Isn't it interesting how our skies can get so colorful? I've seen some extreme color skies. Passing Mantua Square on my left-hand side. And then, of course, with the help of color correction, when I'm on the editing software, I could really push the colors. Like, I don't edit none of these, but if you look at some of my music videos, you'll see how I push the colors to some of the skies. I made skies purple, I made skies yellow, I made skies orange, I made skies all different colors, green, passing 36 in Fairmount. But I like to go for more of that natural look, like the deep oranges, blues, and purples. Yeah, unless it's an abstract video, then, you know, I'll push it to a wacky color. But if it's more, you know, formal, then I'll do like deep orange, deep blue. I'll try to follow the color of the sky when I color correct and color grade. We're at 37 for Fairmount. Passing the 700 block of DeKalb. Could be DeKalb, right? We're next to the 31 bus stop on 38th and Fairmount. We got Transfiguration Baptist Church on my left. Wow, that's a mouthful. Transfiguration. Transfiguration. Trans, the root word is transition. You know what I mean? Figuration, I guess that would be like configuration. Transfiguration. That sounds like a whole new word. That's like my word tunography. Well, I ain't invented, but because it's technically, if you look at the cartoon Roger Rabbit or you Google tunography, Roger Rabbit, I believe, comes up in the images. We're on 39th and Fairmount. I'm going to make this left-hand turn on 39th Street. Yeah, but tunography, they say that it's an art of, like, it's pretty much like cartoons, like moving cartoons, you know. But when I was using tunography, we're passing Mellon Street. I incorporated tunography because videography was my profession. I was in digital film video production. I'm a cinematographer, editor, and director, right? Let's make this left on Wallace. We're gonna be traveling eastbound on Wallace. Pastor Larry Patterson, that's his Freedom Bible Church on my right. So I was into videography, right? But my name was Toon, right? We're passing Lober, 600 block Lober. So I told myself, hold on, my name's Toon, I'm into videography. Toon videography, Toon videography, Toonography, right? And then I slapped entertainment at the end of it. And it was Toonography Entertainment, you know? Toonography from videography and entertainment, because I was providing entertainment. That was the goal, that's pretty much what I was doing. And it stuck for about several years until I dropped the whole alias when my buddy passed away. And now y'all can call me Beyond the Sky Media, son. But I'm Toon Dollars, because I still kept the tune. And a lot of people wonder, like, dollars, like, where does the dollars come from? We're on 37th from Wallace. Because when he was alive and he was directing and shooting music videos and all of that, his stage name was Scott Dollars. Scott was his middle name. Walter Scott Rosebarrel III. So his nickname was Scott Dollars. That's what he wanted people to call him when he was a director. Yo, I'm Scott Dollars. So what I did was, we're on 36 and Wallace. I figured to keep his name alive, take his dollars and put it next to my tune, and it'd be Toon Dollars. And now I'm running with his Beyond the Sky Media, which he never really got a chance to take it to its climax. So, you know, whenever they look at me, and if they ever question me 10, 20 years from now, where does this whole alias come from? It's in memory of him, and it's going to keep him alive. We're on 35th and Wallace. You know, Toon Dollars. It's just to memorialize him, you know what I mean? Passing Shedwick. We got a mural on my right-hand side, beautiful mural. Yeah. So whenever they see my name, I want them to see his name. Whenever they see me, I want them to see him. See, there's something, like I did a lot of little teeny things to make an effort to try to keep his essence here. But for example, when he used to shoot music videos and he would stamp his music videos, I would stamp mine at the beginning. So at the very beginning, like the third, fourth, fifth scene, you would see directed by Toonography Entertainment, then the music video name, or you might see the artist name. It might say directed by Pornography Entertainment, Nasty Way. This is the name of the video, and then the artist will be A Boogie or whatever, right? So that was my formula. But I remember when I was always talking to him, he always used to say, like, when I make it big, I'm gonna stamp mine at the end of the video. I'm gonna stamp mine at the end. We're on Wallace, going to the 3200 block of Wallace. So when he started doing videos, he would put his WSR logo that he created, which means Walter Scott Rosebarrow. He would put that at the end. He would stamp it. Boom, right? So when he passed away and I took the new alias, I figured I'm gonna follow his method. I don't no longer stamp directed by Tune or $2, none of that in the beginning. At the very, very end of the video, I stamp directed by $2. In the beginning, I do the song title and then the song name. I mean the song title and then the artist name, right? At the very end of the video, the last shot, I drop directed by. There's a one-way. Oh snap! Yeah, it should be a two-way. That's a beautiful view of this street though. And then I drop directed by $2, and then at the very, very end, right after my directed by $2, I stamp his WSR logo, like if he was still alive, like if he was still working on the music videos with me. That was my thought process behind it. So I've had a couple clients ask me, yo, what does that WSR mean, like the logo, because they want to know, because it's on their music video. And I tell them, let's make this left on Mount Vernon. Oh, right here, the art museum. Remember I told you that this neighborhood's minutes away from the art museum? Boom! There goes the famous Philadelphia Art Museum. And I say famous because that's the steps that Rocky ran up. It's the art museum, y'all. Right there. So the front side of that was used in the Rocky movie, you know what I mean? But anyway, so that was my thought process behind it. Not many people know that. And if you go visit my website, Beyond the Sky Media, and read the About section and take a look at the logo and the logo's meaning, I have over, I think, 20 different reasons why I created that logo the way I created it. And there's like a lot of hidden esoteric meanings behind it in order to keep him alive. To keep his memory alive, because if I don't keep it alive, ain't nobody will. I mean, I know his family loves him, you know, and you know, whatever people he had close to him, but I was his best friend for 20 plus years. So, you know, that's the least that I could do is you know, keep him in the gang. And when I make it, and when I make some type of real fruits from my labor, I'm not gonna forget about his folk. And like I always told my wife, we're on 32nd and Haverford. If I get a nice warehouse or building, I want to paint his face, a mural. I want to do a mural of him up on the wall. And I think it'll hurt me to see it every single day, but I gotta do it, man. Let's make this left on the 3100 block of Brandywine. I gotta do it. I feel like it's important. But if you think about that, that's crazy. And I haven't really been soliciting my music video services all crazy. I'm definitely not gonna be soliciting them crazy now, because I'm about to do some countrywide traveling. I mean, unless I connect with clients across the country, and every time I'm in their town, I shoot a music video. But the bag gotta be there. The bag, the chabo, the chains, the ring, cha-ching, gotta be right. Because if not, I ain't shooting nothing. So, you know. But yeah, let's make this left on Haverford. Let's take Haverford straight up. But yeah, it's tough, yo. It's real tough. I can speak about it now and giggle a little bit, but it's still a raw wound. We're on 32nd and Haverford, traveling westbound on Haverford, passing Natrona Street, and now we're gonna be approaching Douglas. Yeah, he always visits me in my dreams every so often. Yeah, before I went to California, the day before I went to California, that night, he was with me in my dreams, which I found eerie, you know, because he was supposed to go to California before he died. He had a ticket to fly out, to move, to go. He was going to live over there and shoot a movie. 3 days before he was supposed to fly out, he got killed. So when I had him in my dream before I was going to go to Cali, it was kind of like an eerie feeling, like, uh-oh, is he trying to tell me something that I don't know? And I told my wife, I'm like, oh boy. But I took it with a grain of salt. I was happy that he at least got a chance to visit me before anything happened with the plane. And it felt real. It felt real as ever. Like the ones when he visits me, it be feeling real. We got Mount Vernon Manor Apartments on my right. Yeah, it felt super duper real, yo. We're past the 34th Street. We got Mantua Presbyterian Apartments on my right hand side. Yeah, y'all. So now when you hear the $2, now you know, there's a Maserati in front of us. I shot a music video with that same Maserati. I think it was black. Was it black or was it dark blue or something? I don't know. It's in one of my videos. Or was it gunmetal gray? I don't know. I shot it a while ago. I think it was like in 2017. I didn't get a chance to shoot a video with a Ferrari yet, a Lamborghini yet, a jet yet. Say no. Those are big budget videos. I haven't really worked with any huge budget clients. You gotta have a big bag to like rent, boats, jets, airplanes for your backdrop and everything on 35th and Wallace. That could have been possible if I would have kept pushing it, but when my buddy went, I kind of lost the motivation. I lost the inspiration. Felt awkward. I'll say it again and again and again. It felt awkward shooting when he wasn't around. Like, I don't know. I always say the story. I said when we both got into video production, he went to Full Sail University in Florida to college to study film. We're passing 35th and Fairmount, and I had went to the Art Institute of Philadelphia to study digital film and video production, to study film. We always said whichever one of us makes it first, we're gonna pull the other guy up. So if I made it first, I was gonna pull him in. If he made it first, he was gonna pull me in. Neither of us made it. When he passed away, we were both trying our hardest to make it. I think I probably had the leeway. I think I was a little ahead of the curve. So I was closer to actually getting somewhere. Just a hairline, because my clientele was a little bit more up. He was about to go work on a movie though. But neither of us made it and he passed away. So it felt like pointless. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It felt pointless. Could you imagine your childhood friend when you're 10 years old? You guys hang out every day. You got Miles Mack Playground on my right. You guys hang out every day. You guys talk about the future, talk about your goals, talk about your dreams, talk about your favorite foods, ride bikes together, skate together, rollerblade together, hang at the park together, spend 15-hour days together from 7 a.m. in the morning, 6 a.m. in the morning, sometimes 5 a.m. in the morning to 11, 12, sometimes 1, 2, 3 in the morning at night, right? We're passing 37th and Aspen. To be around somebody so much, to always break bread with him, to always share food with him. If I cook for me, I cook the sandwich for him. If I bought a General Tissot for me, I made sure to give him half, or I bought him his own. When I used to blaze, if I blazed, I used to roll him up his own. If I drunk, I would get him a bottle, I would give him his own. I treated him like he was my brother, like he was like family, He was more family to me than my real family is to me. We're at 38th and Aspen. And now that's not possible to even get close to that anymore, so sucks. So I got his face on the back of my car, Ugly Betty. I got that B, Loud and Proud, for Beyond the Sky Media. And I'm still on the low, persevering. I'm still on the low, striving for success. And just know when $2 makes it, Beyond the Sky Media makes it. And if Beyond the Sky Media makes it, in the spirit realm, Walt makes it with me. I want to be able to send his folk a nice little gift, his nieces, his nephews, something, send them something. Say this is from Uncle Walt, Life just hasn't put me in the predicament where I'm completely where I want to be. We're at 39th and Fairmount. I've always aspired and desired to be better than I was yesterday. I feel like we already went through Mellon. Yeah, we already went through Mellon. It's a hard knock story, yo. I have so many memories, too many memories. There is an amount of video that can recall my memories with them without bringing tears to my eyes. On 39th and Wallace. I just remain strong. I keep creating the craft. He'll keep visiting me in my dreams. And one day in another world, in another lifetime, in another spirit realm, I'll be able to hang with him again. And we'll reunite. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, we have just reached our 1 hour mark. I hate to leave the tour off a little blue, but you know, I've been going through some trials and tribulations lately. I've been getting smacked with stone after stone, but guess what? It ain't about how many stones we get hit. It's about how we take those stones, throw them in the lake, and skip them. And how many skips can you get? How many times can you skip a stone? Yo, the most that I ever skipped this. Yo, I used to skip stones with him too. That's true story. We used to go to Penn Treaty Park, and we would throw stones in the water. But the most I think I ever got, I don't know, it's corny, like 5 skips, 4 or 5 skips. But there be people that be getting like 7, 8 skips, 9 skips. Nah, I think the most I got was like 5 skips. And I had to hum that rock, yo. But anyway, guys, this is your homeboy Tune. You know, this is the end of the tour. We just did a little bit of the Mantua neighborhood. We didn't cover it all, but I did do the Mantua neighborhood on a few occasions. This isn't the only time that I did Mantua. I did it on, you know, 5, 6 other occasions, both narrated and non-narrated. I got areas that you guys ask for. A lot of people ask for areas and say, Tune, do this next. Tune, do that next. And literally, these people are telling me to do areas that I've done on overabundance amount of occasions. You know what I mean? I did a lot of times doing the same area. Remember, Philadelphia only has 100 plus neighborhoods. 50 plus well-known neighborhoods, 100 plus neighborhoods with a lot of the ones that people don't know. I got over 400 plus tours, which means there's a couple of each neighborhood and some have more. Like when it comes to the north side, like my side, North Philly, Badlands, I got an exaggerated amount of footage of Hunting Park, Fairhill, Kensington, like all my areas of the city. I got an exaggerated amount. I do admit, you know, I may not have as much of West and I may not have much of South, blah, 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 blah. But I do have a good amount of each neighborhood. So feel free to browse the channel, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you can get notified whenever a new video is released. Subscribe because we got this e-scooter giveaway coming soon. I'm going to be giving away a brand new GoTrex e-scooter to one lucky viewer out there. You got to stay tuned for the details, and when that hidden link drops, you'll know. With that being said, please donate a thumbs up. It's your homeboy Tune, Mr. Tune Dollars, Tune 215, Tune Ski, Tuner, Tunism, Bad Tune, Super Tune, Tune 1, Tune Be Chillin', Tunage, Tunicalifragilisticexpialidocious, and I'm tuning out.